Welcome back to the Killer Media Podcast, your home for all things horror entertainment and movie reviews. I am Tim, this is Nick, and today we got a special little video episode, whatever you want to call it for you today.
The pod.
The pod! So, we just want to take a moment. And
That was a Ricky laugh.
That was a Ricky laugh. I channeled my inner Ricky. We want to take a moment to thank you, the fans, for your generosity, your support, your subscriptions, all your comments, your follows. They're starting to roll in, and we like it. We like talking to you.
We appreciate them.
Yeah, you seem to dig the horror hot takes given by fans, not us.
Those were not ours.
No.
Some comments definitely thought that they were ours.
Right.
Not that we didn't disagree or agree with some of them.
Right.
But they weren't personally ours that we came up with.
Right. So we appreciate those comments. Maybe we'll do more of that because you seem to like that. You gravitated towards it. So keep that in mind. Let us know what else you like. Cater to you, other than movie review, segment-wise. What do you like to see? Let us know. You're the reason that. So, yes. Basically, we want to thank all of you because this episode specifically would not be possible without you and your support for lifting us from the depths of nowhere to a higher purpose, to be seen by others. We were contacted on Instagram by Erin Ann. There's an accent on it. I don't know how to pronounce the last name properly.
I pronounced it Ain.
So excuse my ignorance. One of the accents. They're from Entertainment. Level 33 Entertainment is the company that made this movie, ZOMBIECON Vol.1. So they contacted us to say, hey, would you mind watching this early screener and give your honest reviews of our movie? And we said, yeah, that's sick. Awesome.
Yeah, we are humbly thankful for the opportunity to get the early screening and to be able to present this review.
Yeah, like that's sick and amazing. And yeah, like we said, without you, that wouldn't be possible because you're the reason why I'm going to say we were seen because we have followers, we have comments. We've been brought into the light. So yeah, we are reviewing ZOMBIECON Volume 1 today. We want to thank you again for the opportunity to allow us to watch this early and to review it and to give our honest thoughts. We weren't paid by them. We're not sponsored by them. All they said was, can you review our film? And we said yes.
We said hell yes.
Hell yes. We're not selling out. We're giving our honest reviews. So, thank you, and let's jump into the episode. As always, we have some news.
This is spicy.
Yeah, spicy water. Why don't you jump into some news? Tell us what we got.
All right. First off, we have some news for the movie Together. Alison Brie and what's his name? Dave Franco. The body horror movie that is going to be coming out, I think, July 30th. Yeah, July 30th.
So
by Neon Films.
Are they no longer being sued? Did they fix that?
I don't know.
I guess they have. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty good.
I mean, from the trailer and the teasers, really looks disgusting.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's going to be one of those substance type movies.
Definitely.
But with conjoining.
Yeah, so there are free. Oh, I guess, yeah, they're all free. Actually,
Philly.
I'm reading that correctly. Free.
Whoa, we can see it. Philly. When are they doing this? July 21st. Oh.
It's with Monster Mania, so I don't know if we need to get tickets.
Monster Mania Con?
Yeah, it's
again. They're doing that. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's in AMC. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm clicking the link.
Yeah.
Continue
so free early screenings for the movie before it comes out. So
screening. Disgusting. What? I need AMC Dine-In. Event lasts 3 hours. You and a guest. 6 to 7 tickets. July 21st, Monday. Be free? I am. We're registering right now, live for you. First time only. We're just doing it. Continue to speak, and I'll fill this out.
Huh.
Yeah, speak. Keep them entertained. Excuse this delay. We didn't know this was going to happen. You should do it as well.
So I will let you know some of the. We'll put the link in the description for all of these screenings, but I'll rattle them off for you. If this would. Okay.
It does match.
Yeah, the link will be there, and you'll be able to see exactly which specific places. But there is in Atlanta, Georgia, AMC Madison Yards, in Boston, Massachusetts, the Boston Common 19. So it looks like a lot of these are AMC. Some of them are Regal. In Chicago, Illinois, the AMC River East. Dallas, Texas, the Texas Theater. Houston, Texas, the Regal and Edwards Marquee.
Got him.
I think so.
Ticket
Nice.
secured. We're seeing it this Monday.
We got in San Antonio, a lot of screenings in Texas.
Wow.
In Santikos
Palestine?
Damn. No, we're not going there. Palladium? Palladium? Why am I
Palladium? I don't know.
in Los Angeles? We have Arrow. In San Francisco, we got AMC Metreon. New York, in New York City, the Regal Union Square. In Orlando, Florida, AMC Disney Springs. In Philadelphia, you got AMC Dine-In Fashion District 8. And in Seattle, Washington, we got Regal Meridian. That's actually a nice little name.
Yeah.
Regal Meridian.
I like that. Yeah. United
in,
Artists.
In Phoenix, Arizona, we got Harkins Temp Marketplace. And in Washington, D.C., we have the AMC Georgetown 14.
Yeah, so we'll put that link in. Go get your tickets. Go see this movie early. Because why not?
It is going to be written. It's written and directed by Michael Shanks. Yeah, so regardless of the sue, I don't know how that's going or what the verdict is, but I mean, we're still going to watch this movie.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
somebody's already got a review in out of Sundance.
Well, yeah, it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
100%. That one review.
Yeah, the one guy.
Review. 100%.
Shill.
What a shill. And as of me reading this right now, we have some news for an official poster for Stranger Things 5, which when you're watching this, it's already out, and also a new teaser trailer. So tomorrow, this is recorded July 15th. So July 16th is when the teaser trailer went out. So if you didn't see it, go watch it now. So we got the final adventure for the Hawkins kids on that season.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's gonna die.
It's gonna be a big deal. I hope they all die. They're not going to. But
they're probably not. But
it's gonna be a dream.
It needs to happen.
Two people need to die. Hopper, one of the kids.
Hopper's already died.
Yeah, kill me up. So he's already had experience, so it should be easy.
Steve needs to die.
Steve needs to die.
He's too loved to not end with something nice.
He needs to have a heart. It would go with his character because he was kind of a dick. And yeah, he's come around.
To be honest,
he really has to come.
He wasn't that much of a dick.
In general?
In general.
Oh, he totally was. Maybe for like a few episodes.
So
then he became a dad.
It's been a while since I had watched the earlier seasons, but from the first season, the first episodes, what's his name? Jonathan is literally with a camera, like taking pictures.
A photographer nerd.
All right. No, there's no way you can. No.
Steve literally like beats the hell out of some guy.
Jonathan is the one who throws the punch first.
So
why?
Steve didn't have to finish it like
he didn't.
He should have get beat up. He should have been the bigger man. And
he get punched. You're gonna punch somebody back. Probably.
Depends on what type of person you are.
A lot of people might agree with that.
Steve.
Let us know if season 1 Steve was really that much of an asshole.
He was kind of an asshole.
I don't think too much of an asshole.
He was kind of an asshole. Next, I'll say this one.
No.
Fine, you can say it.
You can say it.
Fine. Bring Her Back is coming to physical media along with a vinyl to play the soundtrack.
It's gonna be pressed.
It's pressed on vinyl. It's gonna be red. It's the theme of the movie, blood, and it looks pretty sick. The art on it is awesome.
Yeah, I need to get a record player.
They're cool. I got one. Got a whole collection up there. So yeah, Bring Her Back is finally coming to physical media. 10 out of 10, although it didn't make a lot of money, unfortunately. I think it only made like $22 million.
What was the budget again?
Oh. But compared to Talk to Me's like $100 million that it made, this was extremely low. I don't know why. It was really good. It got great reviews. No one went to see it.
more psychological.
and I feel like it had a quiet launch. You know, it
It
wasn't.
did.
It didn't. There
I
weren't a
think it
lot of
did.
previews. It was kind of hidden. So unfortunate, but hopefully they'll make it up in the 4K and Blu-ray sales.
Yeah, so this vinyl will be $30, and you remember how much? 4K?
35 for the 4K, 30 for the Blu-ray
Oh, about close to $70.
for both.
Yep.
Pretty standard nowadays for stuff. That's a standard vinyl cost.
Yeah, inflation.
That's what you'll spend. So yeah, look forward to that. Movie's awesome. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's sick.
And we have some really, really great positive news.
It's about damn time.
For Robert England, for his Walk of Fame star, yeah, the walk, I said that right,
Yeah.
is going to be on Halloween Day this year.
Yeah.
So he will get his. John Carpenter had got his, I forget when. Pretty recently, I think. Actually, it might have been this year. I think that's what this is saying.
Mhm.
So, two horror legends getting their Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
On
On Halloween
time.
Day. You asked for a better day.
It's only. Do they pick the day?
I don't know.
Can Robert Englund be like, yeah, I want it this day?
Sure, he could, but I don't know. I mean, he's got some sway.
He's got sway.
So, congrats, Robert. It's about time. It took them long enough. I don't know what they were waiting for, but you know, took about time. Finally, we have some Alien Earth news. Maybe me more specifically, but we are both really excited for this show. All the news they keep putting out, all the information we're getting, all the images, fantastic job. It looks cinema quality for a TV show, and it's amazing. And then Noah Hawley, the director of this TV show, is really connecting with alien lore. He really wants to capture the essence of the first alien. So he's going to make gnarly alien life cycles terrifying again. Like how the whole cycle goes. The xenomorph, obviously, we know you get suffocated and you get an egg put down in you, and then it comes out of your chest. It's gnarly.
And I think introducing new different species into the
Five,
mix.
yeah, 5 new species.
They're gonna hopefully they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that guy
like-
right there, that eyeball,
It's a fucking
literally
crazy looking eyeball.
it's an eyeball. It crawls in your eye, replaces your eye, and can control your central nervous system.
What the hell?
It's gnarly. So he's going in depth with that. So this show is going to be crazy.
He says it's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
Yeah, that's one of the lines in the trailer
That's
that they say. It literally, yeah. So that's fantastic. Can't wait for that. Can't hype it up enough. Be on the lookout for the review when it comes out. We will probably, they're going to be weekly. I mean, we'll probably update you weekly, each episode, instead of waiting for the whole like 8 episodes.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it weekly.
Yeah.
Or we'll bunch it up and do 4 at a time. We'll see what we do, but look forward to that. It's going to be awesome.
Collecting new species and experimenting on them is such a good idea. Nothing could go wrong.
Come on. Jurassic Park turned out fine with messing with
Spared no
creatures.
expense.
Exactly. So that is all the news we have. So now it's time to jump into the meat and the potatoes. New saying I've past 2 episodes I've been saying that.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
didn't notice.
we have our review for ZombieCon Vol.1, which created by Level 33 Entertainment.
And Big Squid Productions. That was one of the other things. There's like
Yes,
several
Big Two
involved.
Productions. So yeah, this is directed by Kyle Valley. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's Val.
Let's go with Val.
Val?
Val, and correct us if we're wrong.
Apologies. But yeah, we have some cast members here. We got, I'm going to read off yours. We have Manny.
Mine's better.
Manny, who plays Rocket. It's more organized. We have Erin Ann, who contacted us. She plays Claire. Punky Johnson as Punky, who was in SNL. Amazing. Christian Casillas as Javier. We have Carlo Mendez as Xander, and Nicole Macaulay as Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Any relation to Macaulay Culkin?
That is the all-star cast.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's generally the main cast. It's a very, very tight, small cast with everybody else kind of background side characters.
Yeah, it wasn't very bloated. It was very specific on this group of characters, and that's one of the positives that we'll get into in a little bit. So this is a horror comedy action. It's a low-budget film that I think we both agree captures the B-level movie experience. But I think I think is what they were going for. It kind of captured like the Friday the 13th essence to it. It has that feeling to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they were going for, and it really shows. And that's great because B movies are not bad movies.
Yeah,
They're good.
this as of right now, this is out on Fandango at home
Mhm.
and digital, and also on Apple TV.
Yep.
It released July 15th. I think
Today.
yeah, before that, I think it also was in Kevin Smith's film festival in like 2018. So like this movie's kind of been out for a while, I think.
Mhm.
So, or if I'm wrong about that, correct me. But that's what I gather from online and what I've seen. So that usually kind of happens with some of these movies.
Yeah.
They don't always get primed for release right away. It
Right.
kind of takes some time. I think backing for like
It's like a
just
proof of concept, and then
yeah.
it'll get picked up by a company, which is I think is what happened here. It happens to a lot of films. So yeah, you want to go over your little calculation here?
Yes. So when we get to the review, this is going to be out of a 1 out of 10 from each of us. Our numbers might skew a little bit differently each, but in general, the gist of 1 through 5, 5 is kind of like the baseline.
Mhm.
Anything above a 5 is pretty much good. You want to be above a 5. Anything practically below 5 is just not good at all. It's kind of rare, honestly, to go like really below 5.
It is pretty rare.
It's not like a common thing, but I mean, you could kind of, it's similar to like 2 out of 10 stars,
Yeah.
definitely below
Two,
5.
yeah, 2 out of 5.
Even 1, but yeah, still. That's why we go with number 5. But we have sound, music, cinematography, acting, plot, writing, pacing, the character development, the entertainment, and the ending.
Right. So we categorize these to give a reason to our final number, not just hey, we're going to throw a number out here.
Yeah,
We do the math. We break down to us the most prominent categories that makes a film, and we categorize it that way. Add them up, average it out. That's how we get our score.
yeah, and our scores are actually, I kind of peeked,
I peeked at
a little
yours too
similar.
when you sent it.
Our numbers are different, like in terms of each category, but we have almost generally the same, almost the same score.
Right.
So like one and mine is might be higher, his might be lower. So I think it really helps break down each of our things that we kind of picked out more, or what our differences is, and I think that's what's fun about these reviews
Yeah.
and the score.
Everybody's got their own opinions. So yeah, we'll jump into our score like normal.
Yep.
We'll count it down. We already know it, but for you guys, we got 3, 2, 1,
7.1.
6.8. This is a pretty good movie. This was enjoyable.
It
Overall,
was.
I had a positive experience with this. So we'll get into that. We'll first give a little synapse, which I'm going to take their synopsis because it classifies it and describes it perfectly. We have a group of cosplaying best friends. They must constantly battle closed-minded society just to do what they love. Cosplay their favorite heroes. When a fated encounter triggers a zombie apocalypse in which in which all the people are turned into zombies, the group must embody their heroes they revere, don their cosplay armor and collectible katanas, and traverse a zombie-infested Los Angeles to save their loved one. And we will get into that. That's about it for spoiler-free. Now, everything from here on out, we're going to dive into spoilers and discuss our negatives and positives and the breakdown of this film.
Yes.
So,
Let's get to it.
let's jump right into it. To start off with sound design, not music, sound design. I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 6.
This was one of my major issues I had.
Mine too, but I
Uh,
didn't think, which are the same
yeah,
issue. I just looked. The
yeah.
audio was weird in a lot of the scenes, a lot of like the non-action scenes. It was very low, but like maybe considerably way more low than like usual, because I feel like a lot of movies kind of have that.
Every movie has like height volume issues, some more than others. This one I was constantly upping it,
I
lowering
noticed
it,
it
upping it,
more.
lowering it because it was too stark of a contrast with the action scenes. It was very loud and in your face, which is awesome for an action scene. But when it's over and they're talking and I can't hear anything, it's a constant pick up the remote. It becomes like a nuisance in a way. So that's a big factor for me. The sound design itself, as in the effects, I thought were really good.
Me too.
It was just the volume of
I like the zombie sounds. They were pretty crazy.
They reminded me a lot of Evil Dead. It had that You know,
Yeah, there's
when
a
they
lot of Evil
talked,
Dead
it had the
vibes I get from that,
yeah
and even I mean, we're not gonna. Let's not skip sound. We're talking
yeah
about sound.
sound. We'll get into it later. Anything else on sound?
The slicing and dicing I noticed a little subtle. That was
Mhm.
pretty much it. Other than that, honestly, like the audio probably would have been maybe like 8.5.
Mhm.
Like it wasn't like special. It was good, but the kind of the audio issues is kind of really what brings it down.
Right, and it's a fault that tons of movies, even big budget movies, they still do it.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I thought it was just the way I was streaming it, like on whatever TV, but then I was watching some reviews. He had the same issue, so it's just a sound design. Try to balance it as best you can to provide a balanced experience. The music, I give a 7.
I gave it an 8.
I really like the music. The standout song for me, I think you had the same one, is the first song that goes
Yeah.
on when they fight the zombie.
Yeah.
I think I wrote down. I think the title of it. I know they say it in the song, but I think the title is "Fake It Till You Make It."
Yeah, and I
That's
think
like,
all of the soundtrack is like custom made.
is it really?
I
All
was
of it?
looking up at the end credits. It was saying I forget who wrote like the lyrics, and I think it might be somebody related to
Okay.
Kyle Val because it was the same last name. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if it's a common last name or if they are related, but they wrote it, and then
Wow.
somebody else performed the songs. Very punk
Yeah.
rock, old, and the lyrics were very nerdy,
Uh-huh.
and I think it really fit the tone.
It really did fit the tone. And again, now that it's custom made, it makes sense. The theme or the message of the first song, "Fake It Till You Make It," clearly they're not real heroes,
Yeah.
and they have to fake that they are to make it through the zombie infested apocalypse. Which I thought it fit perfectly.
It's
It
kind
was
of like
like
on the
it
nose.
matched it.
It was like on the nose in music because
Right.
especially the beginning of the movie with the Comic Con,
Yeah.
the song in the beginning was like Comic Con is
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
come. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's very on the nose,
I was
but it
like, who made this
fits.
song? So like, where
Right.
did this song come from? So it was
Uh-huh.
like definitely custom made for the movie,
Mhm.
and appreciate all the work to do with all that. I think
Yeah.
it's nice instead
Yeah.
of just taking songs from
Right.
somebody
And
else
it's a perfect way to
and getting a
bypass.
license for
Yeah,
that.
it's a perfect way to bypass the copyrights and the licensing. Just make your own music. Clearly, you have someone talented enough to do so, and it worked. It showed. They did a great job with the music. Cinematography, I have a 6. This was another one of my bigger ish kind of issues.
Mine was a 7.5. Mine wasn't like too big of an issue.
So basically, overall, I think it's pretty good. However, in the action scenes, it's very grunge style, very grindhouse, where you're in super close ups, and it's a lot of moving around to kind of fit the action. And then, again, it's a personal preference, it's an art style, but it gets very distracting to me personally, where I can't really see what's going on. It's a lot going on. I can't focus on the action, and you can't really see it from a distance to really enjoy the
Yeah,
full moment that's happening. You know, all the work that it took to choreograph that, you're missing a lot of it because it's so in your face and everywhere.
yeah. I can understand that for sure. I don't like there's some scenes that were also dark for me,
It
plus with
was,
that, so
yeah.
it's kind of hard to see what's really going on. And I'm gonna ask you about the Superman movie. Like no spoilers. A lot of people praise the action scenes in terms of like the angles and the shots.
Mhm.
It's not like you could actually see what's going on. Did you like that about Superman?
I thought it was fine. They do a lot of these weird wraparound shots.
Yeah, I saw that in like the trailer. Some
It's
of the
very James Gunn. You know, I prefer Snyder's cinematography. I'm not a Snyder bro.
Snyder bro
I'm not. But
does whatever a Snyder can.
but no, you can see everything that's going on. It's not cut. It's not chopped up to where it's weird cut put together action. You see it from a distance. You can kind of you put it together. So yes, in that terms, you can see all the action that's happening, and you can tell it was a well made action shot. I enjoyed the action scenes.
That's all you guys wanted to hear.
This is not a Superman video.
I just felt to say that because I watched a video about
Mhm.
somebody liking it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, no,
I appreciate. I like
it's
to see what's going on. I don't like the jarring.
right.
It has its moments and purpose, like those type of shots. But if it's like everything all the time, all at once, I don't.
Right. It was very reminiscent of Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's, in certain scenes, and 28 Days Later. it had that grindhouse style close up every now and
It makes
then
sense for 28
shots.
years. I
28
feel like
days
it
later.
28 days and even 28 years later.
Yeah.
I think it makes more sense for this is a zombie film as well.
Right.
So, but it just depends.
You know, we can
The
clearly
zombies in like 28 years later and 28 days later, I think, are a little bit more intimidating. So
Right.
it really helps convey that. But in
Right.
this, it's a little bit more silly,
Mhm.
not as serious. I don't think it's as necessary to do it that way.
we can see where the you took inspiration from.
Yeah.
And of course, every filmmaker does that. So we see where you were coming from. Other than that, the other standard shots, I'm gonna recommend a tripod. A lot of like the dialogue heavy scenes were still handheld, and it was always kind of like you can tell the person was and was like maybe just for like over the shoulder shots where they're talking like on the rooftop. Correct me if I'm wrong if you had a tripod, but I could have sworn a lot of the times the camera was moving. What I think it would have conveyed better if it was just a static, steady shot. That's a critique on
Okay. Fair enough.
again, not nothing major, but just something that I picked. But yeah, still a 6 out of 10.
I
Pretty
like the lighting. At first, I kind of didn't like the lighting. Like it felt like it was like over filterized at some points.
Mhm.
But I'm kind of like now appreciating movies, especially compared to like Netflix. A lot of movies just seem very bare bones and basic, and it's always the same like monotone, gray tone stuff,
Mhm.
and like no color. But in this, I did appreciate it.
There was color there, but it did have a filter over it that darkened everything up to give it that cinematic feel,
Yeah,
which I don't think is always necessary. I think I do it with I take a lot of pictures as a photographer, and I do it too, where I make it look very cinematic. And again, it's a personal preference, but sometimes I don't think it. And I think it worked okay here, but I think maybe if that was eliminated and, like he said, the colors were brought up a bit more to match the tone of the movie, a bright a bright colored movie with a happy, funny tone, I think would work better cohesively than a very dark movie, but a very funny
yeah.
because it's a comedy. If that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Acting all around, that was pretty good. 7 out of 10.
I give it an 8.
Yeah, pretty good. I think everybody did a good job. I think my favorite out of all of them was probably Punky. Maybe that's because she's an actual comedian and she was on SNL, but I thought she was hilarious.
She was my favorite character in general.
Right.
Every time she's just like, "Shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
bitch."
Yeah. Very outspoken. Very with those funny chops, those funny lines. Um, so she did a great job, and across, they all did a great job.
Yeah, Manny Luke as the nerd, like the nerdy leader, is just very funny because he doesn't seem like he might be a leader, but he is the leader of their
Right.
friend group.
Mhm.
And Javier, I liked Javier.
Yeah.
I liked the delivery of his lines. He always seemed like he kind of was confused at what was going on. He's like,
Yeah.
"What's this? What's going on?"
Yeah.
I just kind of like that character, and I think Aaron Ains did a pretty good job in like some of the emotional scenes. Like,
Yeah. She did great where she had to like cry, be emotional. That really sold. That was
yeah,
pretty good. You really, all the acting you felt it was real. It didn't feel like acting. If that makes sense. As all actors should strive to do. It should feel real,
yeah,
and it did. And I guess this is more in the writing, how they wrote the characters. So
yeah.
I'll save it for that. And I think Javier, he kind of felt like the jock guy in the group.
Yeah, the muscle.
Yeah, the muscle in the group, which again goes back to that kind of dumbfounded mentality.
Yeah.
What's going on? What is the. So they have very categorized characteristics. Um,
Yeah, their unique personalities really blend together, and I think they did a really good job. And
yeah,
you could tell with the passion for nerdiness.
yeah. We'll get into the writing, but they did a great job. The plot, 7 out of 10. The plot for me.
Mine was an 8. At first, I think I kind of had it a little bit low. I don't remember, but I mean, the gist of the plot. There's kind of like two a little bit.
Right.
Rocket and his friend, but it's more character
Mhm.
driven. Rocket, the base of it is that Rocket and his friends they start the zombie apocalypse, but it's
Yes.
only assholes.
It's hilarious. They're the
assholes,
cause.
not in butts, but jerks.
Yeah, like you're an asshole. Like
bullies and stuff like that.
right. Which is a twist on the zombie genre, which I liked because
Very-
it's new lore.
Very silly, but
Right.
I was like, A little hesitant to like. I was like, what's going on? But I think it was pretty fun.
I thought it was hilarious that only the assholes are zombies because zombies are the bad guys, and you see an asshole in real life, that's a bad guy. So it makes sense, you know.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah, those assholes.
Damn assholes. So Rocket goes to call his mom, and they go and save her. They try to save her. So that's
It's
pretty much
very
them.
Shaun of
Just
the Dead like.
yeah.
They're on a mission to save their
Yeah,
mom from a zombie
yeah.
apocalypse. So maybe that's some other
Yeah.
inspiration. But you didn't capture the badness of Shaun of the Dead. You
Oh,
captured
shut
everything
the
good
hell
about.
up.
You captured everything good about Shaun
Shut
of the
the
Dead
hell up.
because that movie is ass.
Whatever.
And then if we're talking about the plot, the end of this film also had, I guess, a plot twist or an added plot to where it was kind of a self-evaluation film
Mm-hmm.
with Rocket because he at the end he at the whole movie I'm like this
Yeah,
guy's
he's going
kind of
on.
an asshole.
He's going through the whole
Yeah, like
spiel.
he's lashing out. And I'm like in my mind like he's kind of an asshole himself. Why is he not turning into a zombie? And I don't know if like you have to be a certified asshole to turn into a
I
zombie.
think deep down in your heart.
Right.
So like he was on the cusp of maybe doing it because when Claire started the apocalypse, Manny felt it. And he's like,
Yeah.
"What's going on?"
Oh yeah, it's true. He felt it, but
Yeah.
nobody else did.
Yeah.
All
But I
right.
kind of had an idea.
Picked
Like,
up on that. Yeah.
it wasn't too big of a twist. I kind of understood what was going on, but I really liked that.
Yeah, it added a personal, emotional grip to the movie, you know, and it added the theme of, you know, self-evaluation,
And I could kind of
which is
tell
good.
maybe he was going to turn.
Right.
But I was like, how is it gonna happen?
Right.
And well, when we get to the ending, we'll explain that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. Yeah, the plot, I think overall it's a basic plot, but that makes it an easy entry point for any newcomer to the horror genre or horror comedy to easily grasp it and understand the film. You know, it's very basic, but that's what makes it good because it's accessible to everybody. You don't have to like think deep about it. You know, you don't have to invest a lot of time.
I think a lot of people can relate to assholes in their life and bullies.
Uh-huh. And the certain genre that this is, anime, comics, you know, pop culture, it it really captures that essence. I guess for me and probably you, you
Yeah.
know, we're nerds in a way. We have
The
podcasts.
fuck, I'm not a nerd.
We have a podcast. So, you know, in a way, their friend group felt like my friend group, minus the cosplay. We don't cosplay, but everything else we do. We collect stuff.
Why do I
My
keep drinking this?
I don't know. You're a psycho.
Keep drinking
My room is filled with posters, so it like hit home a little bit, like with the characters. So that was nice to see. I connected with them.
Yeah, I kind of envy the little katana collection.
Yeah, I have a knife collection, so the katana it lines up. Put us in your next film. We will fit right in. We'll fit right in. So yeah, the plot was good. Now the writing. I want to talk about the writing with the characters. Whoever wrote these characters, we kind of talked about it, but you did a fantastic job capturing the essence of geek nerds and gamers.
Yes.
This is how they act in real life. Take it from us. We've been to a few cons. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And they talk like this. And at first, I think he had the same idea with Rocket's character. At first, I was questioning his acting ability, but then I thought about it. At times, he was giving anime like monologues. And they all like anime. So he got inspiration from them. He's the main character. He has that main character mentality.
Yeah.
So I think he's portraying an anime main character monologuing. Which after the thought, I'm like, that's perfect. It fits his character. That's who it is. So you did a great job with that one, man. If that's what you were going for, correct us if we're wrong. But
yeah, if we're wrong.
yeah. But I think that's what we saw, and if that's the case, he did a great job.
I hope you see this.
Yeah, we hope so. We'll have to probably cut it up. Maybe not. Maybe we'll watch the whole thing, and that'll be awesome. And then also, the camaraderie,
Yeah.
the camaraderie between these guys, their chemistry was phenomenal. You could believe these guys are friends in real life.
Yeah, I didn't doubt it for a second.
Right.
They each balanced each other out.
Right.
And that's still why Punky is still my favorite.
Yeah.
In the friend group, it was
Mhm.
just she's that.
She kind of held everybody together.
She did.
Her and I'm blanking on it. I'm bad with names.
Claire.
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of helped, brought everybody together. The guys are just guys.
Yeah, we're guys.
They're just guys. So they're the glue that holds the friendship together. She's talking to Manny, Rocket, Punky is, He's like, you gotta put on the costume, be the hero that we cosplay as, and you're like, you can do that. You know, we believe in you. So like, they believe him.
They believe.
Believe. So whoever wrote their characters did a great job, and whoever casted them did an even better job. Kudos to the casting department.
The humor in the writing, though, is also really good.
Yeah,
I
it's very
thought
funny.
one of the ones was Claire trying to rip the duct tape.
All right, I brought that up. Was that a blooper and you kept it in, or was that planned?
I really hope it's a blooper.
I hope so.
That's a good
When
one.
I saw it, I'm like, did they plan for this and kept it in? Because it was funny. Because it really seemed like she actually had a hard time ripping it off. Sometimes it's hard to rip duct tape. So
It looked like she was pulling it.
I don't know. Tell us if that was a blooper or if it was actually scripted to do so. Because if it wasn't scripted, then that's perfect that you kept it in. That was great.
One of the humor scenes that I really liked as well was one, the music scene at the beginning. Not really the beginning, but
Right.
the first zombie attack and the dance sequence in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I kind of really wish we got to see their
That's what I said.
the Rockets dance.
That's
they
what
just
I
cut it
said.
and we're like, that was the most amazing dance. We didn't actually get to see it.
You spent the time to watch the Force use theirs.
You
spent
built
the
it up.
time to watch Xander's steal theirs but do theirs, and then we don't get to see the winning one. I was like,
you guys built it up
Yeah.
a lot, and I wanted to see them dance.
If you only showed Xander's and didn't show the other one, I think that would be better. But because you took, so much time to show the other two, and then to just cut that one out, probably to like cut down on the runtime. But we'll get to that. But I wish we saw that. You know, I was excited to see what they had.
And me and my girlfriend were like,
Yeah, you know, because
Should've-
you built it up so much, and it was the best ever. Clearly, they win every year. They won the past 3 times, so got to be good.
it had
right?
to have been good. Maybe they'll show it in volume 2.
Maybe. Yeah, volume 2 flashback scene.
And then another one of the scenes was actually Javier with his flashback of recalling Mr. Reynolds stealing the shirt.
Yeah, that was a funny scene.
I liked it. I thought
That
it
was a
was
funny scene.
it was just and Punky even made a remark which she even smiled. I don't know if it was like a genuine like I don't know if it was ad libbed at all, but like it just seemed like the way her reaction was like seemed genuine. She was like, "Why did you care that much about the shirt?"
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what I really liked about that one. I was just like, and the way Mr. Reynolds took the
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Creepy Mr. I wanted to ask you in the writing. There's one line of dialogue that I was like, the second I heard it, I was like, this is the best line in the whole. It was so something you would notice.
What was it?
I would hope. Pizza time.
Oh
When
yeah, pizza
When
time.
the pizza got there, he said pizza time.
Yes.
We know
Spider-Man.
we know what you did. We know what you did.
Definitely.
Yeah. Pizza time.
Unless it's a coincidence. But
No way.
You had to.
This movie is filled with comic references. You had to put pizza.
Guardians of the
time in there.
Galaxy with obviously with the title Volume
Do you
1.
think it was Guardians though?
Yeah.
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 I'm joking. Joking. They dressed up as the Guardians. And Xander's
In
team,
prison.
Did Xander's team also dress up? They were
They were
Guardians?
Yondu and
All right, because I was like, their cosplay sucked. Like, not the costume design. Like, clearly that's what they put together, like their characters. And I was like, you think that's going to compete with their costumes?
they're jealous.
Yeah, so they're not that good. They had the jealousy mind. They didn't put the time and care as Mama Bear did. Yeah. So yeah, pizza time, fantastic one.
Really great. Now, pacing is the bad.
Yeah, this is the big hit. This is the biggest issue.
The biggest flaw.
This movie has no right being 2 hours long. It doesn't need to be. You can cut. I think this movie could be comfortable at an hour and a half, maybe an hour 30, 25.
Yeah.
Like you can cut a lot out. So I'll talk about the scenes that I think could be cut out. So for example, to go back to plot points, I think the 7-Eleven or liquor store scene.
Yeah, I would
either
agree.
that could have been completely cut out, or replace those random punks with the Xander team. You would think they would want revenge for losing 3 years in a row. That would build up how much of a villain they are, which would connect it to the end.
The only reason why that might not work, I see where you're coming from.
Mhm.
The only reason why that I guess wouldn't work is because Xander also cosplays, so he's just an asshole in general. But those groups of people were just looking down on them because they were cosplaying. So if it was Xander's group, it'd have to be a little different.
Well, no, it would be for tricking them and having them lose.
I guess.
Like it would be for that reason, which would then further clearly they're assholes, but it would make them more of an assholes if they talk down to them to bring them back at the end as the final bosses. I think that might have connected it better.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't need to have that a 15-minute that felt like a 10-minute, 15-minute scene.
Oh yeah.
Like
After the
in the
punch,
7-Eleven.
and even after the punch, I feel
Like
like
the rooftop scene. I think you could have either just left the contest, went right to the rooftop. I don't even think you need that other scene. Because yeah, it well, I mean, why
maybe cut right to the rooftop and then show a little bit of flashbacks
yeah, maybe a
for
flashback scene.
for that happening. So maybe like a little bit quicker because the first zombie
It's
encounter
like
is
35 minutes.
almost 40 minutes into the
Yeah.
movie. It kind of dragged on a bit at the
Right.
beginning.
There's
You're setting up.
There's a lot of character development, but I don't think you needed that much development for these characters. And it was, I think I have an hour and 5 minutes in. We have the plot. Let's save Mom. An hour and 5 minutes in. That's a lot. That's half the runtime to have the plot established.
Yeah, most of it is just setting up that assholes suck.
Right.
And it was like kind of like the first plot point of
And it
Manning,
makes sense
but
because
it
that's
wasn't.
what makes the zombies. But I think you could have done that in maybe flashbacks or a shorter scene. I also don't think you need those flashback scenes that we have. I know you found it funny.
Maybe. I still liked it. I didn't think it was too long. Like maybe it could have been just shorter,
Mhm.
but I still liked it. But if things that were necessary, I think it was necessary for the humor for that character.
For the humor, sure. But for the story, not so much.
No.
But for the humor, yeah. And there weren't long scenes. But yeah, it was the beginning. Everything kind of after they start their mission, it got better because it was more actiony. You had the zombies in there, so it did pick up. It was mainly just the super long setup.
It really was.
So that was my biggest gripe is the runtime. However, I will say I was entertained throughout. Like I never really said like I'm bored, ever.
Yeah.
Which does happen sometimes in a lot of movies. Like I was still invested in the characters. I wasn't bored, but I did feel the dragging a little bit. Like I was like, how far there are going to be zombies in this film? Like that's kind of what I said in my mind.
Yeah,
Like 40
I
minutes
wasn't
in.
like rushing to get to it, but some of it was just so slow to the start
Mhm.
that I kind of did find myself going like, not like, can the movie be over? I just want the plot to pick up.
Right. Right.
Not like that I wanted to rush for the movie to be over. Like, is this over yet? It was more of
Mhm.
like, I want this to get to the interesting parts.
Right.
Which, when it is, it's interesting.
Yeah, and it's funny and it's well acted, well directed. So once it picks up, it's good. And I thought from when Javier went hero mode,
Uh-huh.
from there until the end, like the final 25 minutes, maybe 30
Like
minutes,
30
maybe,
minutes, yeah.
was it was like, all right, we're going now, like we're in. So that's when it really picked up, especially the ending scene. I liked it. I like
Definitely the end.
I like the ending. So yeah, that's the biggest hit. The pacing, a lot could have been trimmed out or cut out completely to better the movie. Now we get to character development. I have it at a 6.
I have it at a 7.
I feel like the character that got the most was probably Rocket because
Rocket, 100%.
he had that coming of age, I need to change who I am self-evaluation. He really looked at himself throughout the whole movie at the end, realized, wait, I'm kind of an asshole. Let's go back to being, let's
Yeah.
correct my issues. So he had that moment.
And now you said earlier that you don't think the other characters needed more development. I'm gonna disagree with that.
Did I say they didn't need?
Well, they don't need that much.
Did I say that?
I think you said that. If I'm wrong,
Maybe
though,
I
that's
did.
what I thought. That's what you said.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
But I thought all the characters. I think obviously Rocket is the more important character to have more of the development. But I thought that Punky was like the second most, and then kind of I thought Claire was going to have a little bit more of a role because she was the one
She
who
was
initiated. After
right.
that, she's kind of just there. She motivates,
Mhm.
and she's more grounded, just like Punky is, but in a different way. Punky's more, what's the word?
This is probably not the word, but she's more like the hype man.
Yeah, she is the hype man, and she's more tough love.
Yeah.
Claire, on the other hand, is a little bit more
Soft-spoken.
soft, and she's not punky,
Right.
and they balance each other out.
Right.
So, but
And
I think
Javier, he's the hero.
he's
He's the
hero.
guy who says, "I'm going to save y'all. I'm going to
He's
do
the
my
one-
own thing. I'm going to hold them off for you."
He's the guy crawling the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the guy crawling.
So yeah, I think Rocket definitely was a big focus. It focused on him, obviously, the character, and he had the most. Towards the end, it really came full circle.
Xander, not so much.
Yeah, they're just kind of there just to be assholes.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I kind of wish they were a little bit more in the middle instead of just purely at the end.
Because I thought they were complete. I honestly thought you forgot about them, and they were not coming back. I was like, have they forgotten all?
Well, I
you
saw
guys?
the
Where are
trailer, and in the trailer, Xander speaks. The
they?
trailer.
Right.
So I kind of wish that wasn't in the trailer
Mhm.
because it's more of a twist
That is a plot
in the
twist.
movie
Yeah.
where they're like he could talk.
Yeah. That is a
So-
big plot twist.
That I'm a little bummed. I really don't like trailers spoiling stuff like
Right.
that. Even small enough stuff because it's more of like a one-liner.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of like, oh,
It's a
And-
plot point.
yeah,
You know?
it's an interesting plot point, and I saw what you had said
Yeah.
about the bigger the asshole, the more
Evolved you are.
the
Yeah.
more evolved of a zombie they are, and they
Yeah.
talk.
Right. It's like if you're a bigger asshole, you're gonna be a smarter zombie. You're gonna be able to talk and think. You're basically a human, but you're dead. And
It's kind of like it kind of gives
interesting.
me Resident Evil vibes
Yeah,
with that
and that's
because they're more mutants, and
Yeah.
you have what's his freaking name? So many characters to remember.
I know.
I hate when I forget them.
In
'Cause
Resident Evil,
Yeah,
the
Wesker.
yeah, the human.
God
yeah.
damn it. Yeah, he
Wesker.
reminded me a little bit of Wesker because he
Mhm.
could talk, and he's just whippy.
And that the whole end scene, 45 minutes.
All right, guess. See you guys.
Yep, we're done. I'll put 15 more minutes on, so we'll get an hour.
Yeah.
So I felt the ending scene not resonated, but it was heavily inspired. That's where Evil Dead came in. The talking zombies,
Yeah.
the voice changer to sound like a zombie, and the humor that they had. It was very Evil Dead.
I actually will have one gripe. It was a little bit hard to understand some of the dialogue.
It was, yes.
I'll say that. I kind of forgot to mention that because I guess I didn't really think about it until the ending. But yeah, that was one of the thoughts that I had when watching it. I was kind of hard to actually, especially paired with some of the audio being
Right.
lower.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to understand. The distortion in the voice was a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Right.
Which maybe I'm just hard of hearing. I don't
You
know.
could be. You can't smell, so
Oh, shut the fuck up.
add that to the things you can't do. Yeah, no, I really like the ending. I love the twist you put on the zombie lore. You're expanding the zombie subgenre by evolving them in a different way we haven't seen.
Yeah, there's little details which
Right.
is much appreciated.
You know, like I don't think we've ever seen. Have we ever seen talking zombies in a film that can talk?
Probably, it's just I can't name some
Right.
other,
gotta
other
be-
than Evil Dead.
Right. Like other than that, there's got to be a few, but it's rare. And the fact that they're not just brain dead zombies, they're assholes. Like I think that's hilarious, and it's a unique way to create a zombie apocalypse. I do wish, and I'm sure in Volume 2 and/or 3, if you make another one, you're gonna go more in depth of that space rock that they found.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't
they-
know.
Especially with the random homeless guy who
Yeah, where'd he
is
go?
not homeless.
Yeah, where did he go?
He somehow has a home, but it's
Had-
a UFO.
How did he get the rock? What's he doing? We need more info, and I'm sure you'll go into that.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be explained.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that there is a volume 2.
Yes. Going back to the ending, we went into it. I gave it an 8. We didn't give it a score yet, but we kind of melded that with character development. We talked about the
ending. I gave it a 7.
Right. We talked about it kind of fully. So, yeah, we talked about the twist with them speaking. I thought the final act was great. It was fun. It had a lot more action. That's kind of where all their budget went. Most of it, I'm going
I
to
think
guess,
so,
the
for
big
sure.
finale. We haven't talked about it yet, but I think the practical effects in this were amazing. They're really good. You put a lot of care into them. I'll after it, I'll go back because I'm backtracking to like the middle of the film. And then the fact that Manny turned into Rocket turned into a zombie. I was like, all right, he's dead. But then he comes full circle,
I knew
comes
it.
back
I knew somehow he was
to
going to turn
help them.
back.
And then he's no longer a zombie at all. Like he came back to life.
I thought that like
Like he's a
maybe
human
he
now,
was gonna have like
or is it
maybe
like
maybe he'll be able to tap into. It's gonna be like you tap into your inner
you
asshole.
just remind? He's Aaron Yeager from Attack on Titan, who can turn into a Titan and still be a human. Is that inspiration? Tell
Wait,
me
you
I'm
actually
right
can?
there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he can turn into a Titan and go back. He
That's
doesn't know how to
crazy.
do it though. So far, where I'm at in the
Oh, he
show,
doesn't know
it
how.
just
Oh, just
happens.
not yet. Oh, it
Yeah,
just randomly happens.
like he triggers something, like he gets super pissed, or it's he doesn't know. They don't know yet. I haven't got that far yet.
Is there some pressure point on the Titans that they can just
No.
turn them back?
I think it's kind of like Hulk. Like, calm down. Sun's getting real low. You know? I think it's something like that.
Sounds good. Real low.
But if that's where you got that from, and that's what's going to happen, he can turn into a zombie. Tell me I'm right on that, and I'll freak out.
Has to. I feel like him
That
turning into a
that would
zombie
be
definitely
yeah.
he needs
And
to.
I'm in on the. It's not a joke, but I'm in on it now because I watch Attack on Titan.
I guess now I'm
Yeah,
gonna watch Attack on Titan.
yeah, it's really good. Now, one of my gripes with the ending, and I'm like this with every movie, I think somebody should have died.
Other than the mom, I don't
Kill
know.
one of the main
We got
characters.
all the way to the mom, and then the mom's dead, but then she's back, but she's a zombie.
Right. Javier, I think, should have died. That should have been his sacrifice to keep them alive and to go.
I think it would have helped his case with becoming more of an asshole because he's gonna blame himself. Then he goes spiraling down and
Right.
kind of lashes out because he thinks it's his fault.
Right.
And I think that would have been a nice little touch and
Mhm.
expanded on that. But then we wouldn't have Javier.
Javier is a good character, but if you have that hero moment, yes, half the time they do come back, but sometimes you just gotta kill them off because it makes it more emotional. It gives the movie stakes, and it really progresses their character development to go, yes, he was the hero figure. He saved all of them. It gives them a higher praise.
Yeah, I think why it doesn't work too much that he doesn't die is it's the movie's like more unserious,
Right.
but then it was a lot more emotional, and that was one of the other issues with the movie. It was more some moments that were serious, which kind of should be serious,
Mhm.
kind of were still didn't feel serious, but in like a weird way. But like if Javier didn't die, I feel like it should have been played off way more humorous than what
Right.
it was. I mean, he kind of shows back up, but like they didn't
It
like.
was kind of a jump scare.
It was
You
like
gotta,
he just jump scares like, oh hi guys.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it should have been like I feel like it should have been way more comedic the way
Mhm.
he survives or something like that.
Yeah, or at least show. I wish you showed him killing the zombies because he came back. I know you're leaving it on a cliffhanger. Oh,
Mm.
did he die? Did he not die? But yeah, no, forget I said that because that ruins that suspense scene. So forget I said that.
Yeah, it's like the classic emotional. Oh, it's my fault. I got you guys into this, or yeah, which technically it was Claire's fault, but
Yeah, he's like, I need to save you.
I don't know
I'm gonna
why
do
you're
this.
blaming yourself,
Yeah,
but it was, and yeah, that's why Javier either should have died, kept it more emotional,
hmm
or when he's back, play it up even more that he's
right,
back. And it probably wouldn't matter because it's been like, oh, okay, maybe he'll
right.
die in volume 2.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe if you do volume 2 and you haven't started yet, somebody make it make it emotional.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things style, even though they barely kill
Just
anybody.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things have happened. Yeah, ending 8 out of 10, really good, really enjoyed it. It was awesome. Entertainment overall, 7.5. I really enjoyed the film.
Me too. Mine was an 8.
7.5 is a high score.
It's a really good time. A little
As
silly and nerdy spin on the zombie genre.
yes, as Nick knows,
No, I don't.
I'm typically tougher on movies. My scores are typically lower, but not by much. Right? I'm typically more critical and harsher on movies compared
Generally,
to you. Not
yeah.
that you like everything up,
Yeah.
in a way. So 7.5 is really good for me.
I had it actually at like a 6.8 at first.
The
And then
entertainment.
no, just in general.
Oh, so where I was at. I'm a 6.8.
No, I had it like when I was initially doing it. I started with a 6.8.
Right.
I was still working on it, and then I was like noticing some things. I was like, this is more. The
Mhm.
way I kind of do it, my specific point system, because his is a little bit different. It's still 1 out of 10,
Right.
but the way I look at it, each one kind of starts out at a 5. Like say, start with ending. It starts out with a 5, and the more things that I could think and notice that are better or that I like more about the like that specific spot kind of goes points up,
Mm-hmm.
and things I don't like go down. So kind of it's like a battle of up and down, and then I finally reach my score, and then that's for like each category. So kind of in depth.
Yeah.
However you do it, I don't know how you do it.
Right. Yeah, I just take an overall average, and I just go, did I like it? Yeah. How much did I like it? Yeah. And I think about the scenes obviously, but
I don't.
yeah, whatever. Replay value, I'm keeping it like a medium. I'm not in a rush to watch it again. When the second one comes out, I'm assuming you're gonna do a second one. I'll rewatch the first one to get the context, then go back into it. However, I will say I'd rather watch this again than Wolfman.
Yeah,
Now that's a high praise.
definitely something I would definitely watch
Yeah.
again. But I gave it a little bit on the low end for now. It's not. It's still volume 1 out of however many. If it goes up to volume 3, I don't see myself right now wanting to like rewatch it over and over again. It's really hard for a lot of movies to really get to that point where you want to rewatch it all the time.
Oh, it's very hard, yeah. Unless it's like a John Wick action film, it's meant for rewatching.
It's fun just seeing John Wick doing that.
Yeah, I'll get into that with my pop, which I guess are now. Final thoughts. I think you guys nailed the characters and how they would act in real life. They definitely understood the whole vibe of the nerd.
Yeah,
Totally,
the
100%.
group of the dynamic of the group was really great,
Mhm.
along with the interesting plot with the familiar zombie genre, but like the twist with them being assholes. I
It's
really,
hilarious.
really, it was really good.
I enjoyed the practical effects. They were done very nicely. A lot of work went into them. And this is where I was going to say the anime show that they're watching in the background is obviously not a real show. They
Yeah,
had
I
they
thought that
had
too. I was like, that's probably not a
they
real
had
show.
to create and animate that, and for a background shot to put that much effort into that really shows. Like it was very well animated.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I don't know who animated that or whatever, but it reminds me of like Halloween where you have like
Mm-hmm.
the movie in the background and it's like John Carpenter's
Right.
thing or
Mm-hmm.
whatever in the background watching it. So it's kind of that, and
Yeah, and it wasn't just like a bunch of like a slideshow of images. Like it was an actual show that somebody took time to create enough scenes to fit it in the background. It was great. Did a good job on that. So all the little details in the background and the set
yeah,
designs, really good,
really good.
really good. And the perfect casting. Whoever casted this, you did a great job because they had great and true chemistry. I really believe that they're friends in real life. Maybe they are. I don't
I've
know.
seen like I think on Instagram I saw like some of them together like past
Okay.
Comic-Con or whatever. So like
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
maybe not all of them, but
Right.
it's still a really good cast of guys, and
Yeah.
they probably become if they weren't already, they're probably best of friends now.
Oh yeah, 100%. Not with Xandar though.
No, definitely they're
Yeah.
definitely no, Xander was good. What's his name?
He was good.
Carlo Mendez. He
Uh,
was really good as Xander. We weren't actually giving you enough praise in this,
yeah.
honestly.
Everybody did a
Right
great
now
job.
we are.
Right. We are now. We didn't
It was
forget
you
back
guys.
then.
You were really fun.
You played a good
Quips.
you played a good villain with some nice quips. Like, I want to taste you, Rocket. Perfect line. Come on. I wrote down that line too. I want to taste you. Come on.
He probably ad-libbed that.
Probably. I mean, that's what an Evil Dead zombie would say. Again, inspiration from all these other franchises. It's awesome.
Yeah, and he wasn't even meaning it in that way. He was just saying taste.
Yeah, because he's a zombie and he wants to eat them. But obviously, the viewers, we know what you actually
Oh,
meant.
come on, we know you, Xander.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, and then just to reiterate some of the cons, the sound design could have been done better with the volume levels.
And the pacing.
The pacing, it's a very long movie. Some of the scenes could be trimmed out or completely cut out, or maybe edited slightly differently. And then I think overall the cinematography, while it was good, it could have been better with the action scenes in specific. And, maybe this was budgeting reasons, whatever, but it was very shaky and herky jerky at times, so where it's hard to like focus and see all the effort you're putting into your choreography with the zombies. But the practical effects were awesome. I mean, when Claire's just stabbing the hell out of the zombie.
Yeah.
And at first, when that happened, I'm like, he's killing somebody. Like they don't know like, what they are yet. And like you're just gonna openly
Yeah, they
kill
thought
them.
they thought she killed a random her
Right.
ex.
That's
They
what I
didn't
was
think he was a zombie.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, isn't anybody worried that she's just killing a human? But then they do, and I'm like, all right, makes sense now. So you caught my
Next episode, you guys are gonna see a katana just hanging here.
just because of you guys.
Just
You'll see my knife collection. Uh, yeah, best scene for me, pizza time. No, I have the ending. I really enjoyed it. The change up of the zombie lore with the bigger asshole you are, the more evolved you are. I thought that was a good idea.
I
Uh,
loved "Fake It Till You Make It" scene with the
yeah,
first
the first
zombie
zombie was good.
montage, the happy upbeat song compared to the all the stabbing, and biting.
Yeah, stabby, stabby. Who should watch this film? Anybody who loves horror and comedy and loves that mesh. And if you love that B type of horror movie, like Friday the 13th, if you like that vibe, I think you'll enjoy this movie.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
got a great
fun watch.
cast. It's fun to watch.
Grab some popcorn. This is definitely a good popcorn movie,
Oh yeah, grab some popcorn, get some
except for the
snacks.
audio issue.
Yeah, except
That
for
might
the
be a little
audio.
hard,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Maybe if it's midday and you don't need to wake
And
anybody
you
up,
just crank the
crank it
volume.
up. You don't need to worry about waking anybody up. Crank it up. You'll be able to hear everything. But the jump scares will scare you. There's not a lot, but when the volume hit, it was just like, holy man. I wrote down some core themes here. We have the theme of friendship,
The power
definitely.
of
The
friendship
power,
with it.
the power within. That's and the theme of self-evaluation, specifically done with Rocket.
And yeah, with the self evaluation, I kind of liked it. So
I liked it
the
too.
gist of it was, I was about to say Manny again.
Yeah, I know.
Why? I don't know.
Because Rocket, well, that's his name. Yeah,
Manny Luke's a good name though.
it is good.
All right,
Two first names.
but Rocket becoming an asshole, or at least slightly a little bit throughout the movie, is kind of reminiscent of like in real life. You have assholes in your life. If they're bullies to you or whatever, you have the decision to do with that. You either kind of, I guess, join them and become the asshole, kind of like zombies, kind of
Yeah.
have like the zombies are assholes and they're biting people, turning them more into zombie assholes.
Mhm.
Versus if you kind of just let it roll off your shoulder and not give into it and kind of move on.
Yeah.
I caught that.
Yeah. It was very good. It had some like real heart to it. What did you think? At the end?
It was very personal. You could
It
tell,
was.
and we commend you for that.
You did a great job. One other funny scene in the 7-Eleven or liquor store
Mm.
when the one bully, her line was, "What are y'all supposed to be?" She said that very weirdly.
Oh yeah,
It was like,
I
"What are
think
y'all supposed to be?" Like it was very weird. I
and
was like,
then
"Wow."
after that, she talked normal.
Yeah. It's like, what? It was kind of weird, but I laughed, so I thought that was funny.
The director said,
Yeah.
you, director said you're a cowgirl,
Yeah.
and then the next, no, you're not, and then they didn't edit it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I love the references. We mentioned a lot of them. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy. I did catch, I think, Pyramid Head one. She's holding like this giant knife, and she's kind of like dragging. Reminded me of how Pyramid Head walks with his giant scissor knife.
Might have to watch that part again.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Pyramid Head, if that's what it was, or it could be another anime with a giant sword. I know they all have giant swords, but
Maybe more anime, but
I caught Resident Silent Hill Pyramid Head because it looked like the knife blade. It looked like it too. She was kind of dragging it like. Picked up on that. Lots of comics, mainly Marvel and
DC haters.
other horror other horror movies. It was great. Love the references.
Lots of Easter eggs.
Uh-huh.
Go hunting if you watch it over.
Yeah, maybe that's a reason to rewatch to catch all of the backgrounds. That could be a good reason.
That is definitely a good
It is.
idea.
But yeah, that if you have nothing else to say, that'll be our review. ZombieCon Volume 1.
Volume 1, and hopefully there will be a Volume 2. It was
Maybe
really fun
3.
reviewing this and getting the chance to do so.
Yeah, and to watch it early. Can't thank you enough for that. It was an awesome opportunity, awesome experience.
And I honestly don't know if we would have ended up ever reviewing this movie or if it would have been on our radar.
I don't even think we would have ever heard of it, to be honest, because it's one of those.
It would have been something we maybe passed and scrolled by and we never
Right.
gave it a thought. But I'm really glad you guys reached out to us, and this was fun.
Yeah, it was a good movie. You actually did a good job. We commend you for that. We're excited to see Volume 2 and possibly 3 if you're following the Guardians of the Galaxy.
And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. We're going to go on for 10.
And then when they end up in space in the 10th.
No, they're going to space in the second one.
Yeah, they're going right to space. Because
that's where the rock came.
They are the Guardians
of the
space Galaxy. We had some Power Rangers in here.
See, with their cosplays, it was nice. Their personalities were all great, and they meshed. I kind of wish that they were all either maybe Power Rangers.
Oh, that
Like
would have been a great idea.
they all kept the same theme of cosplay, but
Guardians,
they
Power
all did their
Rangers,
own thing.
Predator,
But that kind of adds
sick
to each
cosplay.
person's personality.
Whoever designed the cosplays in this did a great job.
Mama Bear.
I mean, I'm gonna say that the Star Lord one was probably store bought, but like a higher quality one, like an actual like kind of replica. But like the Predator one that Punky was wearing was awesome. I wish he wore the mask. Put the mask down. Maybe for
It
like
would have been too hard.
license issues. Maybe
I
like
don't
how'd they
know.
get away with that?
It's just a costume. It's not like a
True, it is a costume. I
like
know there's
it's a
gray area,
cosplay. It's a costume. It's not like trying
but you're
to
making
say that
money
it's a
off of it.
predator.
But you're
I don't
making
know.
there's a lot of gray area with that, and I don't understand it. It's too much for my brain to
Fuck
handle.
the gray area.
Yeah, fuck it. So yeah,
Whoa, calm down.
sorry. Maybe I'm an
Don't
asshole.
be an asshole.
Maybe I'm the asshole. Yeah, we enjoyed the movie, and yeah, that'll be the episode today.
Yeah.
So we would recommend you to watch this movie. Go rent it on Apple TV, Fandango at Home, and I think any other VOD service they said
I'm not sure.
I've been seeing. They said on all VOD.
Oh, all right.
Maybe like Voodoo, maybe. I don't know what categorizes that, but
That
I
is
know.
that is Voodoo is now Fandango at Home.
Okay, so I know for sure Apple TV and Fandango at Home. So go watch this film, review it for yourself. I think you'll have a fun time if you like the style that they're going for. Grab some popcorn, get a drink.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. As always, we appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're still running our giveaway. Actually, no, we're not. It ended today as you're watching this. My apologies. We're going to pick the winner today after you see this video. We'll pick it, I think, around like noon, I think. So stay tuned for that winner. It'll be a separate video. Congratulations to whoever won. Good luck to everybody else from the date of recording this. If you're still entering, good luck. We're on all socials, TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Threads. So stay tuned and keep commenting.
Yeah, stay tuned for I Know What You Did Last Summer. We're going to be reviewing that.
Yep.
And then for The Conjuring Last Rites, we're going to lead up to it with kind of reviewing The Conjuring, our reviews for the past 3 Conjuring movies, leading up to Last Rites.
Right. When does that come out? August or September?
I don't know.
We don't know. Maybe we're definitely going to do all 3 Sorry. We're definitely going to do all 3 Conjurings. Maybe we'll throw in the Annabelle ones if we have time. Because I know they're also a big part of the Conjuring ones. The other ones, not so much. But Annabelle plays a big part. So stay tuned for that. That'll be fun leading up to the final Conjuring movie. And yeah, we thank you. And we'll see you again next week.
See ya.
Later.